Shalom. Shalom and welcome. This is Quick Words, End Time Things to Consider. Today is March 20th, 2014. This is a continuing series with messages addressed to those who will be among the ranks of the 144,000 and multitude mentioned in Revelations chapter 7 and 14. My name is Symmanayah, and this series is part of Man's Final Steps sequence. This segment of Quick Words is entitled, How Many Rivers? How Many Rivers? With that said, allow me to begin. My brothers and sisters, for those of you who have come to grips with our entering into end times, consider at some point there will be movement during this season. By now, it is probably no secret that I am compelled to believe that there will be forced movement during these end times. If you are among the ranks of those who will be gathered from the four corners of the earth, have you given thought to the routes you will possibly take before reaching your final destination? Are you familiar with the geography between now and the time of reaching your final place of safety? While this may not be important to many, there will be those where these details will be pressed upon them, and they just may be used as guides. Now consider this. There will be rivers to cross. Who is able to discern how many rivers must we face? Who have been given insight to how these rivers will be crossed? How many of us have fears crossing bodies of water? How many of us have given thought to how the Spirit of Yahushua will prepare us, refine us, and perfect us, and give us the strength necessary for us to move beyond our fears? Who has given thought as to what mode of transportation will we experience, or will there be times walking distance along the way until we reach our final destination? Will it be necessary for us to cross rivers by boat? Will there be narrow rivers of which we may have to wade through? Or will we witness streams dried up in order for us to have safe passage? Will we cross over bridges? Or will we be in plains and fly over? If we search the scriptures, one can discover that Yasharal faced crossing rivers on many occasions. Consider one of the most widely known accounts of crossing a river, Exodus 14, 15, and 16. And Yahuwah said to Moshe or Moses, depending on what translation you're using, "Why do you cry to me? Speak to the children of Yasharal and let them go forward. And you lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it, and let the children of Yasharal go on dry ground through the midst of the sea." My brothers and sisters, there are many accounts regarding crossing the river. Some crossing dry ground. Accounts like in 2 Samuel 24:5 or 2 Kings 2:8 and 2:14. Or Joshua chapter 1 verse 2, or Zechariah chapter 10 verse 11. There are many scriptures that reference crossing rivers and or seas. I will speak more about larger bodies of water in the next segment. But right now, my brothers and sisters, though we may not give thought to the details, there will be those among us who will be instructed on leading us beyond the rivers that may pose as obstacles during our journey to a safe place. The title of this segment is How Many Rivers? It is designed to heighten our awareness and prepare for the many challenges we will face along our journey, of which will include crossing rivers. Whether we swim, float across on boats, be in an airplane, venture across bridges, or walk across dried up rivers, we will face passing through, over, or between rivers, plural. At least many of us will come to experience such. We will witness people of many ages, some with various phobias or fears, and possibly handicaps among the ranks of those journeying to the safe place. But know this, my brothers and sisters, be encouraged, for there will be sound leadership among us. There will be guides who will be among us, and there will be those used to comfort one another as we press beyond the rivers we face. You, my brothers and sisters, you and I will come to realize that this schedule is a schedule of the Most High plan, and we will prove to present ourselves to Him and face these challenges along the way. The 144,000 in multitude will be refined and perfected. We will face obedience as we travel towards our designated place. This message is not to instill fear, but to encourage preparations for what's to come during our journey for those who will be gathered from the four corners of the earth. Consider these verses as I end, my brothers and sisters. 1 Thessalonians 5:4, but you brothers are not in darkness, so that this day should overtake you as a thief. Hebrews 11:1, and belief is the substance of what is expected and the proof of what is not seen. And Luke 21:36, watch then at all times and pray that you be counted worthy to escape all this about to take place and to stand before the Son of Adam. My brothers and sisters, consider whether or not you will listen, prepare, begin to discuss these matters with loved ones and those who are among the body of believers who seek to worship and obey the Almighty Father, who have come to understand that it is the Spirit of Yahushua who will guide us directly or through His chosen leaders. Choose wisely your decision. I pray that none of us are overtaken with unbelief and rebellion. Don't be among those who ignore how many rivers we must cross. Until next time, stay tuned as this series, Quick Words, a part of man's final steps, continues. Shalom, shalom, shalom.